Okay.
And take two.
Hello and welcome to Youth Education Services. My name is Sarah Benno and I'm joined today by Abby Benno, my lovely daughter.
Hello.
Abby, can you tell us how old you are?
I'm 27 years old.
Great. Today we're going to have a look at what it was like to grow up with consequences. So in my previous YouTubes I've talked about creating respect, or basically demanding respect, what routine, strategies and structure look like. So instilling that there were bedtime rituals, that there were activities that they had to do, they had to clean their room, they had to hang up their towels, all of those sorts of things. So welcome, Abby.
Thank you.
And would you consider that I was a pretty tough mother when you were growing up?
Yes, a very tough mum.
And how do you think that affected you growing up? What did you think at the time? Let's talk about it as, first of all, as a child. As a child growing up, what did you think? Because I have actually mentioned something about food and the fact that when you didn't eat your dinner, you got it what?
Cold the next morning.
How did you feel about that?
I hated it.
Why?
Because at that point in my life I didn't understand the meaning behind it and why it was necessary.
And what do you think about that fact now?
I think it's very good. It taught me to appreciate what I was given each night for dinner and to finish my meal.
And do you now, as a result of that, do you try all food that's put in front of you?
Yes, the only food that I do not like is eggplant, but I will still eat it if someone else serves it.
And do you think that's a good thing, or do you think you should have the choice not to put it there? Why do you eat it?
Because it's polite.
Okay, excellent. So growing up then as a youth and having that strictness, what did you think about that?
I didn't enjoy it at the time, and I didn't see why it was necessary compared to some of my friends who didn't have the strictness.
Mm-hmm. And what do you feel about that now?
I really appreciate it.
Why?
Because I think it helped establish me as an adult, and also it taught me respect amongst my peers, and also a very good work ethic.
And if you were to look back on those other peers that had all that free life and anything they could do at home, the really good friends of parents, what would you say was the comparison about them now and us now?
I would say in regards to those friends, for me I'm very career driven, and they aren't necessarily as career driven, and they're kind of stumbled along the way, whereas I've given myself a path that I like to stick to with the right guidelines.
Do you think that had anything to do though with the actual the consequences and the boundary structure and routine that you had in the house?
Yes.
Okay, let's move along then. Did you think that that had a big impact also on the friends that you had?
Yes.
In what ways?
It made me want to have friends that I guess respected the rules that my mother gave me, but also understood it, so that it wasn't I didn't want to be around people that were going to challenge it or try to purposely get me in trouble.
Okay, so do you think that you actually attracted friends that had similar parenting?
Yes.
Okay, and do you feel that when you were growing up that you first and foremost wanted the acceptance and the approval from your family, your core family?
No, I think I wanted the acceptance from my friends first.
So you actually, in that particular way, went and attracted friends though that had the same core values?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how do you feel as a 27-year-old adult now, and what that all meant, and how do you think you'll be as a parent?
As a 27-year-old now, I really appreciate it, because I think it has helped me, and it's taught me to be polite in many ways and not an embarrassment to myself. And as a parent, I hope to have the same strict guidelines so that my children grow up to be polite and people want to hang out with them rather than seeing them as little brats.
Thank you very much for sharing with us today, Abby.
That's okay.
Thank you for joining Youth Education Services. If you have any other queries, I have a submit button on my webpage. Please, I'll respond to you within 24 and 48 hours. Look forward to speaking with you another time. Bye.